Liz Truss, you should be ashamed of yourself. They're leaving ordinary This is how I ruined the Tory leadership debate. Hi, my name is Fatima Ibrahim. I'm from Green New Deal Rising. I came down from London today and we had a plan to disrupt the hustings and to interrupt Liz Truss's speech. And so we went into the hustings, queued with everyone else, made small talk, even picked up merchandise that said ready for Rishi, and then took a seat and started talking to the people next to us so that we could convince them that we were Tories, because quite obviously there weren't very many people who looked like me there. And then things got underway and we just waited for some of the key words in Liz's speech, which we knew she was going to say, like cutting corporation tax and cutting green levies. And that's the moment I charged towards the stage to tell her, shame on her. The reason working families are struggling is because these energy giants like BP and Shell are profiting off our backs, and all she's promising is more tax cuts. And at that point I was dragged out, and another one of my friends stood up to tell her that she could pander as much as she liked to people in the room, but she had to answer to people around the country, and people around the country are pissed off.
And then how many of you in total stood up and made a disruption? 6
of us in total were there and all stood up one by one to disrupt the proceedings. I mean, it was nerve-wracking. I like to think the best of people, but there's something about sitting there knowing that all of these people are cheering on leaders who are essentially unleashing a war on ordinary working people. I don't think I've ever been in a room like that with so many people who I know have values that are so counter to my own, and then also to be a racialized person, knowing that the Conservative Party is presenting itself as one that doesn't want immigration into this country, that doesn't want to speak to people who are from my communities. And so I was really nervous, but I chatted to the people next to me, doing my best to present myself as a Tory member, but I'm sure no one in that room was surprised to see that I actually was not.
What kind of stuff were you saying to pretend to be a Tory?
I was just talking about my community and and how people were considering voting Conservative, even though I live in a Labour stronghold, and talking about how I was excited for Rishi Sunak. Our disruption was not for the people in that room, and it was not for these leadership hopefuls. It was for people around the country to show them that there are other people who are pissed off, and we are organizing, and that they can take hope in that. But we also want people to organize, and whether it's through the strikes and joining people on the picket lines, or joining movements like ours, it's ordinary people who are going to elect new leadership and create a new political reality for ourselves. And that's what I want people to take away from this moment of disruption.